Well, it's still early days in the election campaign, and neither last night's debate nor the polls are showing any decisive winner so far. Within hours of the debate, Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott shot to opposite ends of the country. The Prime Minister went to Tasmania to talk health. Tony Abbott chose childcare in Brisbane. Mr Abbott enters week 2, still trailing in the polls, but he is closing the gap on Labor. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin.
Hello, how are you?
Tony Abbott can see some light at the end of the tunnel. According to the latest opinion poll, the ALP's leads evaporated, with the coalition in front on the primary vote. Labor is still ahead after preferences, although it's back where it was just before Kevin Rudd got rolled.
It is a tough, close contest, and it'll be a photo finish on election day.
Tony Abbott's also gained as preferred Prime Minister.
Look, I do feel pretty good.
Last night's debate helped. It was a relatively slogan-heavy, personality-light affair.
Tony, I think you are a little naive about these questions. It may be an endearing trait, but a bit naive.
The worm ultimately turned in favour of Julia Gillard, but a restrained Tony Abbott performed well.
This government is so hopeless that just a month ago, in panic, they sacked their own Prime Minister.
The worm's not a hermaphrodite. A gender breakdown showed women like Julia Gillard, men like Tony Abbott. At times, the turnaround was dramatic.
I'm going to come and watch the expert at work here.
Liberals acknowledge Tony Abbott needs to reach out to women. His wife joined him on the campaign trail, helping announce plans to make childcare more affordable.
All up, this is an $89 million boost to childcare and to the families who use it.
Less than 1% of families earning less than $100,000 a year stand to benefit.
Julia Gillard returned to the government's favoured turf.
And how are you going?
She directed $96 million towards emergency departments, promising training for hundreds of doctors and thousands of nurses over a decade.
This is an important step forward. It's an important step forward for our emergency departments right around the country.
These miners wanted to step back. They're demanding more changes to the mining tax and will start advertising again.
Prime Minister, taxing mining might sound like a good idea, but have you really thought this through?
They ought to focus on Tony Abbott's increase in the company tax rate of 1.7%.
The leaders have moved on, but their MPs are still debating the debate. Liberals are particularly pleased. In something of a backhanded compliment, several told the ABC Tony Abbott finally looked prime ministerial. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.